worry buster. The worry buster is a word or an expression that came from one of our graduates. He said this expression literally saved his business and saved his mental health. It's one of the simplest of all techniques, and it is just dynamite. It consists of 4 steps. Step number 1 is when you have something on your mind, define it clearly in writing. Sit down, take the time to write it out, and say, what exactly is it that I'm worried about? In medicine, they say that accurate diagnosis is 50% of the cure. Defining it clearly in writing is 50% of the cure. Sometimes when you have what seems to be an overwhelming problem, you have more than one problem. You have what is called a cluster situation, where you have 2 or 3 or 4 problems all together. If you define it clearly in writing, sometimes you can write it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, that there are several little problems that are all together that are worrying you, and sometimes if you eliminate one of those difficulties, the rest of them evaporate. Number 2, determine the worst possible outcome. We find that in worry, we are not worried or stressed by the event. An event does not trouble us. What troubles us is anticipation of an event, and the resistance that we put up psychologically, wishing, hoping, praying that it doesn't take place. Number 3 is resolve to accept the worst should it occur. This is not passive and this is not fatalistic. Just say, if nothing could be done and this were to happen, I will accept it. I have a saying which I use that is, what cannot be cured must be endured. And then number 4 is begin immediately to improve upon the worst. It means you now accepted that it might happen, and you've now decided that you will live with it should it occur, and now you do everything you possibly can to work back and make sure that the worst doesn't occur.